there's ghosts in this town. They stop and say hi, but no one can be sure if they are dead or alive. No one can be sure if they are dead or alive. You can search for your soul in the grave or the mine, but no one can be sure if you are dead or alive. No one can be sure if you are dead or alive.
Hey everyone, this is Reno Lovison, executive producer at ChicagoBroadcastingNetwork.com. Happy to introduce another insightful review from contributor Kim Campbell, a member of the American Theater Critics Association. Kim recently reviewed for us the Chicago International Puppet Theater Festival and the Steppenwolf production of You Will Get Sick. She's back with a review of White Rooster at Lookingglass Theatre. If you like the content we provide, please be sure to take a moment now to like or subscribe.
Hey, this is Kim Campbell reviewing White Rooster. There's so many interesting things about the world premiere of White Rooster. Written and directed by Lookingglass Ensemble member Matthew C. Yee, also the creator of Lucy and Charlie's Honeymoon. It's now playing at Lookingglass Theatre by extension until April 26. There's rock music, there's puppets, and there's a significance of place, time, and culture in the show. The story is a fascinating mashup between Western ghost horror and Chinese folklore involving intergenerational traumas mingled with traditions. And if you think about it, a Western ghost town theme is perfectly apt right now. White Rooster's impoverished living residents are compelled to find gold as a quick solution for their economic woes. They're stuck in a cyclical nightmare where having agency over their own lives seems impossible in such a destitute place. There are moments of humor, joy, connection, and yes, sometimes frustration and anger, often conveyed through music. Sunny Arasso plays Min, a young woman whose buoyant spirit is forgiving and infectious in spite of the dark secrets hidden inside her house. When she falls in love with a friendly musician miner named Pong, played by the charismatic Riley O, she has no clue what kind of hardship she's about to encounter. But, spoiler alert, they're pretty monstrous. Eventually, Min discovers how to look out for herself and begins to mistrust the lost souls around her. She digs up some disturbing stories about her town and stands up to the dysfunction in her family. She even takes up the guitar for a minute, which is clearly a symbol of American coolness, right? Her mother, Maria, is played by versatile actor Karen Aldridge, who brings a sense of ambiguity to the scenes she's in. Is she a zombie, a ghost, or just an awful mom? Maria's creepy edge creates texture to the story, especially when paired with the father John, played by Mark Montgomery, who embodies the chaos of the 49er spirit. But it's Elliot Esquivel, who plays Fang and Wu, that brings the true rock star energy to the show. Acting as both a friendly neighbor and a mysterious yet comically stereotyped healer, his energy helps move the plot along when Min and other characters are at a crossroads. The themes and elements combined in White Rooster are unique and engaging, with gorgeously designed puppets by Caitlin MacLeod to augment the story, even if the actual puppetry seemed an afterthought at times. The shadow puppetry, however, truly elevates the storytelling and accentuates the action, especially around the ghost sister that Noelle O brings to second life on stage. The scenic design by Natsu Onata Power and the lighting by Hannah Ween are fundamental to the story, almost characters in their own right. They truly set the tone. The fact that White Rooster is directed by the playwright makes perfect sense. Every step, every word, every glance lands seamlessly as if it sprung directly out of his mind and onto the set. The storytelling, the action, the music, the puppetry, it all combines to form quite an original mix. And in that regard, it's truly an American play. They've surrounded White Rooster with some amazing dramaturgical workshops coming up, including 3 Shadow Puppet 101 classes. There's a mask required night on March 25th, an open caption show on April 3rd, an AAPI night on April 9th, and an audio described show on April 11th. Tickets start at $32.70, playing till April 26th, and recommended.
Thanks again to Kim Campbell. Be sure to have a listen here at ChicagoBroadcastingNetwork.com for Kim's interesting interview with Wendy Correa, author of My Pretty Baby, a memoir that chronicles the author's healing journey from early family trauma to ultimately building the peaceful family life she always longed for. This is Reno Lovison. As always, if you require marketing or video production or editing assistance for your business or organization, check out renoweb.net.
There's ghosts in this town, they stop and say hi, but no one can be sure if they are dead or alive. No one can be sure if they are dead or alive. You can search for your soul in the grave or the mine, but no one can be sure if you are dead or alive. No one can be sure if you are dead or alive.